Hello and welcome, I'm Paulami Sen and you're watching Hornbill TV. Today is the fourth day of Hornbill Festival where different tribes will be entrailing the audience with yet another mesmerizing and colorful cultural performances at Kisama village. Marking yet another milestone, the third day of the Hornbill Fest witnessed a total of 12,005 visitors including 162 foreign tourists, 4,148 domestic and 7,695 local tourists. Now let's have a look at the fourth day of the cultural festivities.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to announce the arrival of our chief guest, Sokmano Cultural Troops, Sokmano Karaguna Halagrole Janegiase. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the fourth day of the Hornbill Festival 2022, the third day of the cultural program themed Cultural Connect, brought to you by the Department of Art and Culture, Government of Nagaland, in collaboration with the Department of Tourism, Government of Nagaland. Today, we shall be witnessing 8 wonderful performances from the Naga cultural troops this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, at this point of time, we would like to take this opportunity to felicitate our guests. We request our chief guest for this morning's program, Sri G. Ramesh, the Executive Director and State Head, Indian Oil Corporation, Guwahati, to kindly rise. Sir, on behalf of the people of Nagaland and the Government of Nagaland, we would like to felicitate you with a spear, a dog. Our dear guest, thank you, sir. Our dear guest is also accompanied by his lady wife. Ma'am, please. Thank you, ma'am. We would also like to take this time to felicitate you, ma'am. We have our special guest, Sri Andrea Stadler from the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Germany, New Delhi. We would also like to take this time to felicitate him. He is being felicitated with a waistcoat with Naga motifs. Our dear special guest is also accompanied by his lady wife. Well, we welcome you to Nagaland and we hope that you are having a wonderful time here. And we hope that your visit to Nagaland will only strengthen the bond between Nagaland, you and the people of Nagaland, or the Nagas. Thank you.
Are you excited for the performances of the day? Are you excited? Mokin Kutar Yar is a warrior's dance of the Ao Naga tribe of Nagaland. This warrior's dance is accompanied by the head-hunting ceremonial ululation. This ululation was sounded by warriors before the start of a battle or after the end of the battle when the head of an enemy is taken. This ululation was sounded by 3 groups who respond to the other and vice versa. The which rise to a crescendo and ends with a hook, and finally culminates with the awa-wa sound. Ladies and gentlemen, the Ao cultural troupe from Kansa village of Mogokchung district, representing the Ao Naga tribe of Nagaland. Is making sure that the warriors are getting ready and prepared for war. The County Range Cultural Troupe, representing the Ringma Nagas of Nagaland, will present now to us a folk dance called Ben Gise. Ben Gise is a traditional way of dancing and jumping generally performed on festive occasions and successful head-hunting raids. In the tradition of our ancestors, there was nothing more exciting than for a warrior to get the maximum heads of enemies as war trophies. This war dance depicts a particular village celebrating the victory by dancing and jumping, fully dressed in traditional attire.
We have from New Chalcot, Parent District, the Kuki Cultural Troupe representing the Kuki tribe of Nagaland. Today, they will display what happens during a grand reception of a very successful hunting expedition. This is called Savai Boom. He gets his gun ready. The gun is loaded. He waits patiently. His patience has blessed him with a very large animal. When he is successful, the villagers come to him and help him out to bring the animal to the village. The head of the animal is usually the pride of the hunter. The villagers are really pleased. The hunter and the villagers has just marched into their village, and he will be meeting the village chief. He declares his dominance over the rest of the villagers when it comes to hunting. This is an age-long tradition of showing dominance over the others when it comes to a successful hunt. To acknowledge his successful hunt, he is offered Baiju, or the local rice beer. Alongside him, he also has his company of villagers, the young men who had gone to carry the bountiful hunt. The hunter jumps around the lifeless animal. This shows his superiority over the animal. He declares that he is the dominant one. This age-old tradition is followed by songs and dances to mark the reception and the celebration of this bountiful and successful hunt. Welcoming next and performing for us here at the main arena, we have from Visama village representing the Angami tribe of Nagaland with their performance of a folk song called To Finish Their Job, Their Cultivation, without giving in much thought to how much they have to suffer to cultivate. The songs help them to fight through the hardship and eases the physical pain that one has to go through while working in the fields.
Nohali is a folk song of the Chakisang tribe of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, the Middle Komi village cultural troupe will now present to us Nohali, a folk song. During our forefathers' time, unmarried girls, when they attained 10 years of age, formed a peer group of 6 to 8 girls, and they used to sleep together in the house of a man called Chitteche. In some places it is called Morong, which is the dormitory, an institution of learning. During our forefathers' time, here the elders trained the youngsters to learn folk songs, spinning, weaving, stitching, etc. So a special occasion is happening, and the men folk are going to the Murong.
那个是古山哦，不是吼。哦，是的的，那个是古山不是吼。你咪个，为了碰到了那个，为就是碰到那个，为个这个真年了那个。
那个么是？
我们老百姓哦，那个是古的。
他不自己，那个么那么修去是咱们烧鸡窝的。
So the men folk are asking the ladies, the women folk, if they can come and visit them. But the women are saying, no, you can't come today. Ladies and gentlemen, Noheli, a folk song by the Middle Komi Village Cultural Troupe representing the Chapisang Nagas. Surolo is a dance of joy. This dance is performed by young men folk during leisure time after the completion of all domestic chores assigned to them for the day. Ladies and gentlemen, the Lota Cultural Troupe will present to us now Surholo, a dance of joy, expressing their joy as they have finished their work for the day. People from all age group gather to watch them perform like we are watching them now.
We have the Benrio Students Union Koima Dance Troupe representing the Zilliams of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, today they will be performing for you a dance. In the local dialect, this dance is called Roina. This dance tries to imitate the skylark. Ladies and gentlemen, the Sumi Cultural Troupe are entering from the right, and they will be performing for you a Sumi folk dance called Apila Kuo. The Apila Kuo is not performed together with the women folk. Usually, this folk dance of the Sumis is performed separately. The men would perform separately, whereas the women folk would also perform this dance, but separately. The vigorous dancing steps and the holding of hands is believed duet imitation of a dog spirit, which had evolved during the Feast of Merit of Apisa.
Excuse me. No. No.
For get-together and merrymaking through singing folk songs, dancing folk songs, and narrating folk tales and folk stories to one another around the bonfire. Ladies and gentlemen, the Waziho Village Cultural Troupe will now present to you an action song which they call as Fino. Rimin Nilayaba is an indigenous game of the Dimasas of the Kachari tribe in Nagaland. The Kachari Cultural Troupe will now present to us an indigenous game, Rimin Nilayaba. This is one of the indigenous games played by the Dimasas. The term Rimin refers to the pole used for bounding, and Nilayaba means to push and knock each other. In this game, the player who pushes the opponent out of the demarcated area or gets his opponent down is declared the winner.
Everyone is scared of you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the Kacharis of Nagaland versus a very esteemed guest of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very sportsperson-like personality here, and a winner in everyone's heart here at Kisama Heritage Village. Making their way from the right of the main rostrum, we have the Aichi Sakemi Cultural Troupe representing the Sumi tribe of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a demonstration of Ake Kishi. The Ake Kishi is an enactment of challenging your own enemy. Today, the Sumi tribe, represented by Aichi Sakemi Troupe, will enact for you how our forefathers, or rather the Sumi forefathers, were active in the battlefield.
Rukala Chorka is a dance of the Garo tribe of Nagaland. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Garo cultural troupe. This is a post-harvest dance of the Garo tribe. It is a part of the harvest blessing ritual performed by the Nopma, who is the chieftain and the priest. After the rituals of offering sacrifices or fowls are made to the gods, the Nopma passes on the chu, which is the rice beer, to the young and old alike. After consuming the rice beer, the boys and girls start dancing to the jubilant beat of the drums with enthusiastic cries from the mud creek of the warrior who leads the dance. Ladies and gentlemen, Rukala Chokra by the Garos. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very authentic dance of the Garos.
Esteemed guest, can we help out the warrior or the mud creek? Away! Can we respond to that? Away!
Ladies and gentlemen, the Nopma of the Garo tribe, the Rukala Chokra of the Garo tribe of Nagaland.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Garos have just performed for you the Rugala Chokra or the Rugala dance. Here in our midst, in the center of the main arena, the Lota women folk are preparing for you a very special Jotoken, the Lota rice pounding song, which will be brought to you by the Yachum Maro cultural group from Kohima, representing the Lota tribe of Nagaland. After the harvest is complete, the women folk of the Lota tribe gather together to pound the rice that they had just harvested. They sing, "Come all for the celebration. Let's all forget our past. Let's forget our bitterness and celebrate the festival with joy." Ladies and gentlemen, the Yachomaro cultural troupe from Kohima, representing the Lota tribe of Nagaland, who has just performed for you the Lotha rice pounding song called in the local dialect as Joto Ken.
Ngada Festival is the greatest festival of the Ringmas. It is celebrated in the month of November every year. Ngada Festival celebration marks the completion of the year and the enjoyment of the year's harvest. This is the festival where the poor and rich share with each other without any distinction. It is a festival where the wrongdoings of individuals against each other are forgiven and forgotten. The Ngada Festival also marks the remembrance of the dead ones by sharing drinks and food in the form of offerings at their graveyards. It is during this time that folks of Ringma Naga tribe of Nagaland share their deepest and richest tribute to the ancestors who gave them a distinct and unique identity to live with it on this occasion, that people get together and share their joy with one another by singing folk songs and doing folk dances. Ladies and gentlemen, we have here on the arena the Fishon Tusi cultural troupe from Kohima, representing the Ringmas of Nagaland with their Ngada folk dance. This dance is not only for merrymaking, but also to develop human values in their social life and to demonstrate skills such as howling, flicking of dowels and spears, and to train young people on becoming smart and active in their social lives in the olden days. Ladies and gentlemen, another folk song by the local Naga tribe of Nagaland.
They will be performing for us a folk song accompanied by a dance. Amidst the storm she stood, ungazed. The stars her crown, the greens her gown. The intimacy of lightning kissing her bosom amidst the storm she embraces. Generations she sheltered, warriors and maidens alike she guided. Time she befriended, wisdom she attained. Her name echoes through mountains, pride of the Southern Empire. O Kikema, the cosmos yearn your touch. Ladies and gentlemen, a folk song and dance being performed for you by the Kikema village cultural troupe representing the Angami tribe of Nagaland.
With this, we have come to the end of our live broadcast for the cultural program of Hornbill Festival Day 4. So we have come to an end with this. Thank you so much for watching Hornbill TV.